All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Earnhardt Experience, episode 18. We just keep on rolling and rolling. All right, unfortunately, just to get straight to it, there's no fancy intro. There won't be any of those funny sound bites I use and stuff. Unfortunately, StreamYard is updated, so now you got to pay like $21 and some change for all that. So I'm just sticking with the basics. We don't need nothing fancy. This episode, there are no guests. Well, don't need them necessarily. This is about me. This is updating y'all. Last time y'all seen me, I was seriously under the John C. Calhoun underpass in a tent. Yes, where I slept. I am no longer sleeping under a bridge, thank God. Uh, Want to shout out before I go any further to my true followers and fans. Thank you for your time and your support, etc. Your love. Uh, Want to give a special shout out to No Team Arm Wrestling because hopefully here in the future, ladies and gentlemen, I may be doing a return match and it will be in Puerto Rico. I'm still connected with Adam. Jeepers Creepers is his nickname. And I hit him up a few days ago concerning that because during the first and last practice, I went to his place when he was on vacation there with family and stuff. Yeah, he mentioned to me about coming down to Puerto Rico and having a match and stuff like that. And would be a great opportunity, seriously. And I'm sure to all my haters who keep drinking that haterade, when I do it, if I do it, I know your jaws are going to be dropping straight to the fucking floor. Never doubt your boy or yourself. Always keep it moving because nothing's going to break my stride. Love that song. Anyways, so yeah, not sleep under the bridge no more. I'm back to working and being a taxpayer. Seriously happy about that. I'm actually getting paid more than what I was in Cochrane, uh, which is good. The crew I work with, uh, hold on a second. Go to the front door, dummy. Yeah. Sorry, I just said that to my girlfriend. She should know better though. Anyways, so I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm live. No, I won't. Anyways, smooches. So yeah, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend today at her place. We're just chilling out. Uh, had to run me back here though. It's just down the road here. We're doing laundry. But yep, back to working. I love the crew I work with. I like my boss. She's a little feisty, but whatever. Good boss, good people to work with. Um, really looking forward to after a year start getting a 401k going um, for the future. And yeah, I'm just saving up right now. I got money in my savings. I got a little money on me. Got the government helping me out a little bit. Um, it's going to be interesting to see though once it's like I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, just a side note story, side story, or whatever. I remember back over 10 years ago in like 2012, 13, and 14, right? I was on food stamps and I was homeless, but not on the streets though. I was working for the Salvation Army And once they found out I started working there, and I didn't work there but like 30, a little over 30 hours. So I was part-time technically, and I was making $8 an hour driving a forklift for them and being the backbone for the store and everything. And my food stamps seriously got cut down to full benefits or whatever. And I believe this was back when Obama was still in office. And they cut my food stamps down to $15. So I'm hoping that with this Trump administration, what they're doing with food stamps and regulations and what have you, that that stuff is better. And I get at least like maybe $100 still on food stamps, to help me out because yeah, inflation is real, the struggle is real. Better believe it, because like I mean, look at me, owner of the house puts it up for sale, and then I'm back onto the streets over 10 years later in my hometown. It's like coming full circle. I ain't got a lot to think about and everything. It is depressing, but I'm not going to let these streets break me again. Um, as long as I'm doing what I'm doing right now and moving forward and staying as positive as I can be in this situation, I'll bounce right back. I'll buy me another $400 arm wrestling table from fucking British Columbia. Shout out to EAC, by the way. They make great tables. Even the standard ones are like awesome. I had got, some of my followers may know, but for the ones who don't know, I had a combo from them, which had like a little pulley system with it. So you could do your, you know, little pulley exercises over the table, stuff like that. It was really nice. But unfortunately, I had to sell that thing and I sold it for $400 cash to a guy. Shout out to Mac Ruiz for help on that, by the way. By the way, Mac, I miss you, bro. You're going to be the first place I go to once I get back to training and everything over there in Norcross with the Dragons Den. Uh, what else is going on with me besides just working every day and doing what I'm supposed to? I'm not training. I do have a gym membership, but I haven't had time to go over there and do all that. And because of my living situation, it's impossible to find time to do that. Um, Unfortunately. Uh, it would be interesting to see how much weight I could lift or bench press and stuff now. Probably not like what I was doing back in 2014 and earlier than that when I had the same membership at the May Park little recreational. It's still there too, people. That place is so old and it's still there. And they're still, $50 for a year membership. You can't beat that anywhere. But you can seriously get a gym membership for 1 year over there for $50 at May Park, downtown Augusta, uh, by the courthouse. Um, Along with what I'm doing with my job and everything, I'm keeping in contact with said caseworkers at the Salvation Army. Hopefully, I can get an extension so I can save up as much money as possible and see about getting me a place either by myself or with my girlfriend. Uh, Share the bills because doing it by myself is just impossible with my income. I'm not even working full time either. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, there's been a lot of talks in the army. I've been kind of jerking at Christopher Kylone and Timothy Pi Kylonen's leg about doing a return match with them, and I've made some posts and jerking at them and everything. Team Popeye just doesn't want that smoke, so I'm not going to harp on them or trying to get their attention with insults and stuff like that. I mean, I tried to do it a little bit, call them Team Pie Pie scared and blah blah blah. But ultimately, I respect Timothy uh, first and foremost. Christopher, so. I don't have anything against either one of them. I just was wanting to do some business with them, but they got what they got going on, and would have been an honor to work with them. And that's why, just to let y'all know why I've come around. And I just said, okay, if y'all don't want to do a match in my hometown or in Texas or whatever, y'all don't want to dance, I'll just hit up my boy Adam, as I said earlier, and so I may be having a super match in Puerto Rico, or I may have my first comeback super match with John Perry, who's just thirsty to hold my hand over a table. I know that sounds so gay, right? But yeah, he's been really thirsty for ever since the ending of AW5, or maybe even slightly before AW5. He was harping on me about that for a match and shit. Uh, so I'm probably going to cut this short. I'm not going to go terribly too long. Just wanted to update y'all and let y'all know that I'm no longer sleeping under a bridge, and I'm productive, but I'm not completely out of the deep waters, or whatever you want to call it, figuratively speaking. It's a work in progress, but haven't been really been keeping up with what's going on in the arm wrestling world. But I did catch something where I heard about old Justin Bishop and the Carolina Killer, Hunter Knobs, are going to have a right-handed match. And I know some things about Justin Bishop and that right arm of his, and I guess his injury that he's had nagging on that right arm is healed. But I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see Justin Bishop winning right-handed against Hunter Knobs, because once Hunter gets him into a hook, those old pains that Justin Bishop had last time I was training with him and stuff will probably come back to him, and he'll probably be in trouble. But I mean, maybe some of the stuff that he's been taking has been helping with that, and maybe he's, stronger and better. But I mean, go ask yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, why is here lately all you've been seeing Justin's doing is left-handed stuff? It's because his right arm is, yeah. But I guess maybe it's back to 100, and he wants to go that 100 miles with 100 knives into a hook, because it's going there. I mean, come on, 100 knives is that dude. Um, so that's my prediction right there. I'm saying that Justin Bishop's going to get smoked. I don't think Justin will be able to get. He may be able to get the first round, but after that, he's probably going to be done, blowed up and everything, and probably hurting or whatever. Um, Hopefully, he's been working on a little bit of this whenever his hand gets taken, because I told him in a personal message after that Giannis loss, and even like goddamn Devin Laird in his corner, anybody could see that live. Devin was telling him, "You need to flop him, yeah." But so much for having tools in the tool bag there, Justin, because you don't train it, and I think that's just dumb. You got to train any and everything in arm wrestling so you can win. Key thing, because that's the goal. Not too long ago, I peeked in on the 98 garbage. They're still boring and dry as fuck. But hey, whatever. Yeah. Uh, what else could I talk about? No comments, no nothing. I know I've been seeing a few people bebopping in and out of here. What it is, ladies and gentlemen, speak your piece. But yep, I'm doing okay. I'm in good health. I'm still looking good, getting the gray hair. I think it might be the toothpaste. When I brush my teeth, it all gets down there. Maybe it's dyeing my hair. But I am starting to get a little gray up here too, I notice. So getting older. Eventually, I'll probably have to get on TRT and stuff, and prove myself physically, like all arm wrestlers eventually have to do to either come back and get better or whatever. Um, I have lost some weight unwantingly or not even trying to, and it's probably just a little bit of muscle mass and probably body weight, just because of stress or whatever. I don't know. So I'm not over 200 pounds anymore. I'm basically like a 198 guy now. I know Chris Warren, aka Captain Pretentious, was sad to hear that. He's another one who's thirsty for a right-handed match, and it just kills me. It's like, man, I got something in my right, but we all know I'm a left-hander, so, and it's weird like that because I do everything with my right hand. But I guess all them years of playing the guitar, my arm being like this, doing all that paid off, you know, because that's where it's at on the left, inside. Or if you're weak enough, overside. Yep. But anyways, just want to do this little thing right here, update y'all, talk about some things. Trying to think right now if there was anything else that I wanted to touch on. Yeah. To all my followers and fans or what have you, anybody watching this, if you're struggling in life or whatever, just know that you're not alone. There's other people out there who are struggling with whatever the case may be. And like my dad always tells me, keep your chin up, son. Yeah. He always says that. And so, yeah, keep your chins up, people. Don't let life break you. I know sometimes you may be tired of fighting or whatever, but keep on pulling. It's actually good for self love too, as well. Because you giving up, you don't love yourself, and if you don't love yourself, your life is going to be hard and rough for you because you're just going to, yeah, be pitiful. And yeah, nobody will care. Nobody will care. Yeah, that's just how our world is. Just keep working hard, keeping it together, etc. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short, real short, uh, and hopefully this inspires somebody to keep trucking, keep it moving, and not give up, keep fighting the good fight.